Hey everybody, Ashley here. Welcome to another episode of Pokemon Fire Red version. In the last episode, we got Squirtle and delivered the parcel to Professor Oak, so now we can catch Pokemon as we wish. While there aren't many Pokemon I want to catch this early in the game, there are Pokemon that I am going to catch in the series, obviously, so that's always welcome. Professor Oak also gave us Pokeballs, so we also got the Pokedex, so we're pretty well off. We have the entire menu now, so... yeah, Squirtle is still fainted, or not fainted, at low HP, but I can deal with that. But yeah, this episode we're gonna try and progress, but honestly, this part of the game is just, I'm bad at it. Also, do you guys want me to do, like, on-screen sped-up grinding, or do you want off-screen grinding? That's not to say, like, every episode will have grinding, but I'm going to... like, some grinding I will definitely do off-screen, but there's just some stuff that I don't know, like, should I do it for you all to see, just so you know I'm not cheating, or... I mean, because I'm not gonna at all. I'm not a cheater when it comes to Pokemon like I used to. Yeah, so... anyway, we could go that way, but I want to come this way real quick. Route 22. Let's see if we find it. Nope. I still do want to catch one of these, but I'll catch one later. At the moment, this isn't important to me. If it could show up now, that'd be real nice. Yep, there we go. Okay. So Pokemon I'm gonna use on my team are Pokemon that I'm gonna go over, like, directly in the episode. So I'll go over this one right now. Mankey is a fast fighting type Pokemon. In fact, the fastest fighting type in the game, I think, at this point. At least the fastest unevolved fighting type. It has very high special attack or not special, physical attack and speed when it evolves, making it one of the better Pokemon to use in the game. Which is not to mention the fact that if you started with Charmander, it's about your only chance of beating the first gym leader. So, yeah, it's a very good Pokemon, and I can recommend it to any team. And with that, we have got ourselves a Mankey. I don't have a nickname I'm gonna give it, so y'all can comment, tweet, reply to tweet, just do anything, suggest nicknames, and maybe yours will be picked. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do if yours is picked. Probably just give you a shout out, but who knows? Maybe I'll send you something. I doubt it, because I don't have money. Who do you think I am, a YouTuber? So, now is a good time to go over having more than one Pokemon at the same time. So you can go to your Pokemon list, and you'll see, well, a list of your Pokemon. So as you can see, we have Squirtle in the front, but then there's Mankey back here, with its moves and stuff. If you press switch, you can move it to the front, which will make it so it's the first one sent out in battle. This is important for training, and it's important that you know this if you're just starting, because otherwise... oh boy. I'm just thinking about how many bios I'm gonna have to do at the end of this video, because when I was editing episode 1, I forgot some of the bios. This old guy is gonna teach us how to catch Pokemon now. This is the slowest part of the entire game, just him trying to find his balls. There. You can press the A button faster. You know what? I hate to show that I'm using emulation, which I'm doing legally, don't worry, but... there! Now tell me, was that educational, was it not? And here, take this too. I obtained a TGTV. I don't need this. It tells the basics of Pokemon, but, like... this is a informational Let's Play, so obviously I'll be doing that too, so... honestly, just kinda... it's a pointless item, now that the internet is, like, a huge thing that almost everybody gets to use. but when these games were first released, the internet wasn't very reliable. Yes, this is Gen 3, and the internet still was not reliable for information. Not to say it wasn't, like, not to say it was as bad as Gen 1. Gen 1, oh my god. You can catch a Yoshi and a Luigi. Oh my god. I'm sorry that battles with this Mankey are gonna, like, be kinda long, but it only has Scratch. When it learns a fighting type move, it'll be a bit easier and faster, but for now, things are gonna be a bit slow. And by the way, yes, I do know what I'm going to be using for my entire team, so you don't need to suggest anything. But anyway, this is Veridian Forest, and here there's bug types and bug catcher trainers. Speaking of which, these are the first trainer battles other than a rival. Ooh, our first trainer is Rick. He sends out a Weedle. Weedle is kinda dangerous in this game. If you're playing through Red and Blue, and for some reason you're using this as a walkthrough, you don't need to worry about Weedle, because it doesn't have an ability in that generation, of course. In this generation, though, it has Poison Point, which means when you hit it, you have a chance to get poisoned. What Poison does is it slowly wears down your Pokemon's HP over time. It's just all around very obnoxious, and then it also affects your Pokemon outside of battle in this game. If you're playing through X and Y, Omega Ruby, or Alpha Sapphire, and probably Sun and Moon, it won't be affecting your Pokemon outside of battle, but in any game before that... Actually, no, Black and White too, so... Gens 1 through 4, basically. If you're poisoned, it will be affecting you outside of battle. Mankey grew to level 5. That's cool. And Caterpie. I'm gonna stay out until Mankey is low enough that it's gonna die. Which it looks like I have, like, 1 or 2 more turns. Scratch. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna switch up now. I don't want Mankey to faint on its first battle. It already had its debut battle, though. Excuse me. So yeah, well, while I'm doing this, I guess now, I'll go over Caterpie and Weedle as Pokemon and their evolution, since it makes it so I have to do less bios when I'm editing. Caterpie is not very good. Early game, it's alright. But it won't be very, like, incredibly useful in the early game until level 10. But it is another Pokemon you could use if you started with Charmander to defeat Brock. When it gets to level 7, it will evolve into Metapod. Metapod is a defensive bug type, and if you catch it in the wild, all it will know is Harden, which is why I recommend Caterpie over it. And, yeah, at level 10, that will evolve into Butterfree, though. And Butterfree, as soon as you get it, learns Confusion. That was really an inconvenient feint, because right here is an antidote. Oh my goodness, okay. Next we have Weedle. Weedle is pretty much just a poison-type Caterpie, and it's not as useful as Butterfree. Weedle evolves at level 7 to Kakuna, which is a carbon copy of Metapod, except a poison type. And Beedrill is basically a physical attacking Butterfree, but it only gets bug and poison moves, so it won't do much to Brock. And the same thing goes for it, where it's really only useful in the early game, so I could recommend just about anything more than it. So yeah, another encounter here. Pikachu! Everyone's favorite Pokemon. I feel like the only person who doesn't like Pikachu very much. Pikachu is the one Pokemon here, or one of three Pokemon here with a 5% chance of appearing. It will not, like, there's no specific means for it to appear. It just kinda does. We're gonna black out in the first episode, that's great. Great! Well, yeah, Pikachu is a fast electric type that is a mixed attacker, actually, wow. Let me look at my notes real quick. Yeah, mixed attacker. It'll be good for the second gym if you started with Charmander or Squirtle. The Bulbasaur will have that gym covered already. It would be really nice if I didn't just faint on the first episode of the series. The second episode, whatever. First episode, we're not in Palatine. Okay. Speed up to the forest. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Pikachu is a mixed attacker. It's honestly not the best electric type. There is one more you can get in this specific generation that I would recommend over Pikachu. But if you're looking for something that can get moves off quickly and powerfully, Pikachu isn't the worst you can make. If you get a Thunderstone, you can evolve it into Raichu, which is its evolution. And then its stats will increase much more, unless of course you're playing Pokemon Yellow. That Pikachu sucks and refuses to evolve like the one in the anime. I might be little, but I won't like it if you go easy on me. Okay, Pokemon Yellow as well. There's one extra encounter in here, and that is Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto is the evolved form of Pidgey, and it appears at level 9, which is about 9 levels lower than when it would actually be a Pidgeotto from Pidgey's evolution. So if you're looking for a strong, like overpowered, strong flying type in Pokemon Yellow, while I think it's only like a 1 or 2% chance to appear, you can find a Pidgeotto here, so not a bad choice. One thing to note though, is that Gust is normal type in Generation 1, so it won't have any flying type moves when you first get it. It will probably have Gust, Sand Attack, and I want to say... what else will it have? Good job, Mankey. There we go, that's the move I wanted you to learn. Low kick. But on it, like... what was I even talking about? I was talking about Pidgeotto. It will only have normal type moves. It will have a Quick Attack, Gust, and Sand Attack when you catch it. That's not to say it's bad. It won't do very much against Brock. In fact, Brock will probably KO it in 1 or 2 hits, but that's because he's a specific type of gym that a lot of the Pokemon in the early game of Kanto cannot handle. You know what? I really hate doing this. I am legally emulating this, of course, but you know what? This is going to take forever, so I'm going to speed this up just to give you guys hope for the future. Wrecked. Rectum. You're not my butt. I don't know why I said that. Okay, let's continue on. Yeah, so Veridian Forest, by the way, if you're playing through X and Y, Veridian Forest actually was copy and pasted over to X and Y for the first forest of that game too. So if you want to go through a nostalgia trip, I would literally get X and Y just so I could go through Veridian for Santaloon Forest, because it's just a carbon copy of Veridian. The encounters are all the same, plus a few extra just for Gen 6 and Gen 5. Oh, this guy said, did you know Pokemon evolve? That's an interesting... Here's a Metapod. Metapod is the evolution of Caterpie, of course. This one probably sucks. It probably only knows Harden, to be fair, but... we'll destroy it. After speed... We'll speed this up, too. Guys, I'm sorry there's so many speed-ups. Okay, like, the early game is incredibly slow. Generation 3 has slow movement up until after the first gym in both Gen 3 regions, so it's gonna be kind of slow, honestly. Caterpie. Well, Mankey's getting weak, so I'm gonna keep fighting with Squirtle. But yeah, you can die now if you wanna, Caterpie. I mean, just a suggestion, of course, but I feel like it would be a good look at Uno Momento. Okay, there we go. I had to change something there real quick, sorry. Squirtle grew to level 9. Metapod. Again. Againapod. Bubble. You are no match for my bubbles. By the way, here's something I never really knew about Squirtle. It's actually a mix between a squirrel and a turtle. I never realized it for some reason, but its tail is a squirrel's tail. And it has squir in its name, not for squirt, although that is a clever pun still, but because it's a squirrel. And I just now realized that that makes Pachirisu not the only squirrel Pokemon, which makes me very sad because Pachirisu is adorable. No. Let's not focus, Caterpie. Let's just... We're almost done, so... Shouldn't take incredibly long to finish this up. This is the hardest battle in the forest, so... It has a level 9 Weedle, which doesn't seem intimidating, but then it goes and does that. So, yeah. You want to be very, very careful here. If this guy manages to poison both your Pokemon and you don't have any antidotes on you, it can be very dangerous. Oh! Squirtle learned Withdraw. Okay, that's a Water-type move that raises defense by, I think, 1 or 2 stages. So that's an interesting move. It's a move that is really nice on Squirtle, actually. Because, well, Squirtle is a defensive Pokemon, so of course you would want defensive moves on it. Okay, I'm gonna go right ahead. I'm going to, antidote my Mankey. That sounded like a weird sexual term, and I don't know if I like it. I thought it was going to be a Pikachu on our last step. Or a Caterpie, or a Metapod. Those are 5% chances for me. But in Leaf Green, Metapod's family is 5% chance. So, Leaf Green is like an easy version of Pokemon Fire Red. Kind of. Okay. So the Pokemon Center. I would like you to heal my Pokemon back to perfect health, thank you. Okay, there we go. So guys, next time on Pokemon Fire Red, we're going to be taking on the first gym. I'm excited, are you excited? Because I'm excited. I'll see you guys then.